All right. It is July 1st. We are sitting here today and we are going to be partying like there's no other tomorrow. Why is that? It's Canada Day. However, I would like to just actually say to everybody out there who, well, I guess Mountain Standard Time, we're a little bit behind the times here. So I would just like to say Happy Canada Day to everybody out there. Now, I probably have the wrong episode down. I said it was 21. I think we're at 22. That being said, we are here today to celebrate Canada Day and celebrate a few other things. I personally wanted to say happy birthday, Canada. 149 years young. You guys are looking awesome. But I wanted to mention a few other things. But before that, I'm actually finishing up what I did for one of my reviews. It is the Moon Underwater. This is Hefeweizen. Now, I actually didn't want to crack open another beer. Had to finish this one off. It's getting kind of late. I'm getting kind of old. I don't know. Use your excuses any way you want to. So, what's been going on in the world of beer? Not much. Not much. A lot, but not much. There's been some new beers that have been coming out. I actually took a nice little trip to Victoria, grabbed a whole crap load of them, reviewed a whole crap load of them, sent some out to some people, and they've actually been reviewing them too. However, um, give me 1 second here. However, I actually kind of wanted to mention one thing. So, I usually on these broadcasts have some sort of strange brew that I go, what the fuck? Okay. Now, here's the thing. I usually say what the fuck a lot because these beers are something else. Oh my god, are they ever something else? This one, however, I'm going, what the fuck, but I'm also going, what the fuck am I doing? Really, what the fuck am I doing? It's one of those things where I couldn't exactly turn it down. There's a few things going on with it, and I don't know, man. I really don't know. I jumped at the opportunity to review this beer live if people help donate to it. Um, so we've talked about vagina beers where people use vagina juice. We've talked about stag semen beers where people use stag semen. We've talked about belly button lint hairs beers where people use belly button lint. And I said I would never try any of those or anything else. And I had to mention one of them. I had to mention one of them in one of my latest podcasts or vlogs, whatever the hell you want to call them. And now I'm trying one because it's for charity. So next week, July 7th, I will be going live if I get enough sponsorship or I guess I could say donations. Right now, I am 65% there for a beer. Not kidding, 65%. There's people out there that want me to drink this fucking beer. And yeah. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks. um, but yes, I am 65% of the way there, and we are almost there. I probably, if I do not have the full 100%, I will cover the costs. Um, Now, Brew Games has joined in on this thing, and they are now saying that they will actually do the same thing. So they're going to say if you go to Brew Games Facebook page, they have actually got a donation location up as well. Check them out. They will actually have a beer as well. I've already called the beer that I'm going to be drinking. They've called the beer that they're going to be drinking. Now, for the people who have not been following up on this, ladies and gentlemen, I will be drinking a Prairie Oyster beer. A lot of people don't know what a Prairie Oyster is. I didn't know what a Prairie Oyster was until I moved here. People are like, well, let's go get a Prairie Oyster. I'm like, what? And then they explained it to me. No, 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 there's something horrible about this. So I'm going to read an email that I got from Village Brewery. Friends, I thought I would send out a personal note to let you know about a pretty weird fundraiser that Village is hosting at Bottle Screw Bill's on Thursday, July 7th. Sneak a peek night from 6 to 8 p.m. Sneak a peek night is for the Calgary Stampede. This year, Brett Wilson, Bret Hart, and Bill Brooks have all worked very hard to make their own version of a Prairie Oyster Ale for the 4th annual Nut Raiser, raising funds for the Prostate Cancer Center. All right, you caught me. It is a donation drive. It is for a cancer thing, and you've got my interest. I hope you can find a way to make it down Thursday to buy a glass of the Village Nut Raiser, a Prairie Oyster Ale, and then carry on your way stampeding, or perhaps stay and wash it down with a Village Blonde while listening to an awesome band. You're probably going to need a couple of those beers after you have this one. We are selling the beers at $100 a glass. Okay, I never said I would spend this kind of money, and you guys have been helping me out with this. Thank you so much for the donations I've received so far. $65 of the $100 have been received. I am going to be putting it towards this beer. If you cannot make it and want to buy someone a nut beer, please feel free to buy them in advance by going here. Now, I'd like to say where here is, but I actually want to have one of these beers. Okay, I want you guys to give me donations so I can have one of these beers. Yeah, I said that. I really did. Also gets you into the bar if there's a lineup, because everyone's going to be to line up for a beer made with testicles, right? Yes, folks, Prairie Oyster is a testicle. In fact, it is a bull testicle. Feel free to share this note. More the merrier when it comes to fundraisers this weird. Not kidding, it is weird. Thanks for reading this far. Hope to see you Thursday, the 7th. Probably tapping casts at 6:30ish. I said I would be going live at 7 o'clock to have this beer. It might be earlier, so between 6 and 7, please watch the Facebook page that we have, because I will be going live. I will be getting someone to record it so I can put it on YouTube a little bit later on. For more information, watch this video. Now, I've put this video in the Facebook page, and it's got Bret Hart, it's got Brett Wilson, and Bill Brooks all discussing why they are putting their stuff into this beer. Well, not their stuff, bull stuff, bull balls. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones where do I not? I've already started the donation drive, and yeah, like I said, $65 have gone towards it. Now, you're kind of wondering, is there really testicles involved in this beer? The answer to that is yes. Yes, there is. Um, in fact, let me just pull up the other one here. They said that there is going to be at least 2 testicles this year per cask. More appropriate, and 3 testicles were a bit meaty last year. Oh yeah, they actually put that down. They were a bit meaty last year. This does not bode well for me. Really does not bode well for me. Um, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking when I went, hey, yeah, this is a wonderful idea. Let's go fucking get some donations going and see if people are interested in me drinking a testicle beer. Of course you're going to be interested. It's not you, it's me. So, yes, next Thursday, so a week from today, or I guess yesterday, now it's after midnight, I will be going down to Bottle Screw Bill's. I will be drinking a testicle beer and I will be choking it down. Um, there is three different types of beers. I've already called the one that I want. Casks made by Bill Brooks is a salty chocolate with a Village Blacksmith base. Succulent salty chocolate balls. I can just hear Chef from South Park singing that right now. Second, we've got Bret the Hitman Hart, banana with Village Blonde base. So that blonde and banana is really not going to take that saltiness out of that. And yeah, I just don't know what to say from there. Don't give me the end of the cask. That's all I ask. Brett Wilson, a peanut. Peanuts with a black and tan base, with 3/4 blonde, 1/4 black Smith. Um, all of them actually don't sound that bad when you don't put the testicles into it. Uh, uh, yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones where I've never experienced something like this, and it is for a good cause. And in all honesty, there's been a lot of things around there. Um, I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's been a lot of talk of cancer out there. Cancer is fucking everywhere, and I'm fully on board with trying to help prevent cancer, cause like just drop cancer and everything else like that. Recently, we lost a very special girl to cancer, 12 years old. You've seen all my posts, you've seen everything else, and I'm sure you guys are fucking tired of it. And I'm really sorry for that. Um, and it's one of those tough ones. From there, I haven't made mention of it, but I've got a family member that's going through it as well. I'm not going to say which family member, but I'm going to say that it's gotten better. My last broadcast, I cut off early because of the fact, oh, son of a bit. Glenn, thank you oh so much, you dirty, rotten bastard. And I say that with the highest regards. Uh, I'm at $100 right there. I'm at $100. I am going to be going live at Battle Screw Bills because I have now reached $100 for the donation drive. I am now going to be pre-ordering my beer so I can actually get in the front of the line. And yeah, I'm going to be drinking a testicle beer. I'm scared. It's official. I'm scared. Damn it, Glenn. Damn it. Thank you, but damn it. Anyways, what I was getting back to was, yeah, the last broadcast I had to cut it off early because of the fact that I was heading out to Victoria to visit some family members, and um, I got news about a certain family member who is actually, well, they're not exactly battling cancer, I guess. I guess it's more the fact that, well, they had to go for an operation. And so I had to cut off the broadcast early because I was actually talking with a person to find out what was going on. And I just couldn't keep it together because I was talking about cancer and all this shit was going on. Um, I am happy to report to this day that so far As it stands, the operation was a success. It was colon cancer. Part of the colon was removed, or part of the large intestine was removed that had the cancer part out of it. They are back at home, resting comfortably as of yesterday, and they're feeling much better about it. The doctor is very hopeful that that's all that was in there, but we have to wait for a CT scan. We have to wait for the biopsy and everything else like that. The shitty part about cancer is that it is a huge, huge, huge fucking waiting game, and I hate it. As with everybody else, they hate it too. Cancer in itself is horrible, um, and it's not a good thing to ever go through being a family member, friend, yourself, or anything else like that. It's one of those things that I would love to see taken down eventually. There's a lot of stuff that we've said that we found cures for and everything else, but all of a sudden they disappear. Um, but at the same point in time, we still, one way or another, a lot of us have to go through it. Uh, Bret Hart, for example, a man retires out of wrestling, has a stroke while riding his bike, has a stroke, and then 10 years down the road, it's been a while. It's been a while, but he also has prostate cancer, and he's had to fight that, and he got over it quickly. He had to go in for an operation, and I don't know if he's gone in for any radiation treatment or anything else like that, or if they just cut it out and went, "Here you go, you're on your way." Um, the other two people that are making casts, they've all been survivors as well, or going through cancer right now and trying to battle it. It is it is a tough thing that anyone has to face. It is the hardest thing that anyone has to face, and anything that I would do to try and help out, I would. And you guys have been wonderful. I would love to say, honestly, love to say that I am very thankful. I am, and I would love to say that this is going to stop it, but it's not. We all know this, but it's going to help with anything that's going on. So yeah, sneak peek night. I will be down at a bar downtown during Stampede. That's a tough one to get through. The other tough one is I'll be drinking a salty beer because it's got testicles in it, bull's testicles. So I guess this is kind of my 16-year inauguration to actually having a Prairie Oyster. Uh, so I can actually say I've had it. I don't know. Um, and it's rough. It really is. I'm chatting with someone in the chat box right now, and I'm very sorry. I'm back and forth here. Glenn's the one that just made it $100 for me, and the guy's been awesome. So yes, $100 has now been raised, and I will be drinking a testicle beer, plain and simple. But yeah, it's not easy, never easy, but at the same point in time, any little bit we can do to help out, we will. Honestly, we will. It's one of those things that yeah, we've done it. I'll be drinking it, and it's for a good cause. It'll be broadcast live July 7th between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I'll let you guys figure out what time zone you're in, and you guys can watch it live. I will have someone recording it. It will be done. Absolutely will be done. I will be drinking this. This one is a normal beer, obviously, but I will be drinking the other one. Yeah. I never said I would touch one, but for a good cause, why not? What the hell, eh? Oh, there's bathrooms nearby, garbage bags nearby, and anything else if I have to throw it up. But at least it's a beer. So yeah, again, guys, thank you. Less than 12 hours and I've already got the $100 donations. If you want to donate some more, go over to Brew Games and donate to his cause. He's doing the $100 run as well. And we're both going to be going live. We'll both be doing it. We'll both be firing it off. So yes, any donations you have, now go to Brew Games, give it to him. Let's get him the $100. Let's get him drinking a beer because I don't want to do this alone. I'm obviously not. They raised $28,000 last year. Let's see if we can bust it out and break out a new record for, like, let's say 30,000. Let's say whatever it takes. And let's show these cowboys how it's really done. I will be wearing my metal gear. I will not be wearing a hat, cowboy hat. I will not be wearing any form of cowboy clothes aside from jeans, but I will be there in full force. So again, guys, thank you. Thank you all for this. What else has been going on here? Well, I've been sending out beers to a couple of reviewers, as I said earlier on. Jordan from Reviewing Under the Influence got a beer mail from me, and the Albino Rhino has got a beer mail from me. Albino Rhino, so I reviewed a few of the beers. One of them he really did not like. Really sorry, bud. Really sorry. Another one, and apparently he does like. Another one he doesn't. He can't find the fruit in it, and I felt the same way. Couldn't find the fruit in it. So look for those reviews. I've got a few reviews coming up myself because I have got a mail from Jordan from Reviewing Under the Influence. I've posted one of them tonight, and it was the breakfast stout. And dear God, it was so good, I could not stop drinking it. Holy crap, I love that beer. I really love that beer. That is a beautiful stout. Oatmeal, chocolate, just coffee, wonderful. Check out the YouTube page, obviously, if you're on here, to check out the page to find out. I don't have a lot of things on the docket as of yet. As you saw as well, I have got an award from a buddy of mine who sent me out the 100 episode little award on a hockey puck. Totally Canadian, totally right there. Shibby from Let's Talk About Hockey, or the man behind the mask, whatever you want to call him, actually sent that to me. Wonderful guy. Really great for what he does for his reviews. Really knowledgeable. But that's amazing. I'm gonna have to do the 100th episode soon. So again, I'm gonna be bugging people. We're gonna have to get this done ASAP because I want to get this pounded out. I've got a video that I've been stalling on because I just, I get to the point where I just don't want to edit for a while. I would love to, but I just don't want to. Like, editing is wonderful, but you get to the point where it's like, okay, I've watched this video how many times? What can I make better? And you just can't do it anymore. So honestly, I'm going to be trying to get that done because it was supposed to be a Father's Day unboxing from Canada Craft Club. I can never remember the name properly. They've got 6 beers that I actually unboxed. I am going to be doing some reviews on that soon, so I've got that. I'm going to be trying to get through all the beers I have in stock to try and review them as quickly as possible because I really want to get this done for you guys. I've got a lot of good stuff in my fridge, in my cellar, in that box behind me. There's a lot of beers that I've got to get through, and I've now been given limited time to do it. Well, not limited. I've only can do reviews at certain points in time, so I'll be doing that. I'm going to try and get some other stuff going. I've actually also been asked to review in an app for somebody. The hard part about doing stuff like this, and as much as I love it, I was gonna turn them down, but I figured, you know what? I, if you guys are okay with me being an honest reviewer, I'm going to honestly do this. One of the things that kind of bugged me a little bit was when they turned to me and said, "We would love to hear a positive review." I had to send them an email back, um, stating the fact that I could try and do an honest review if it is a product I can get behind, if it is something that I can actually enjoy. If it is something I will not enjoy, or there's any flaws or anything else like that, I will do an honest review, but it may not be positive. It may not be for me, it may be for other people. Don't ever, ever ask me for an honest review, or like a positive review. I can't do that. I would love to, but I can't do that. I will give an honest review. That's who I am. That's always who I am. And that's who I maintain to be. I will give an honest review of your stuff. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Nothing personal. Honestly, nothing personal. But I can't be dishonest to myself or to the people that actually watch my stuff. It's not right. Um, it's really not right. So I will do a honest review. If it's positive or not, that's up to me. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I'll let you know I don't like it. There's things that I may like, there's things I may not. And that goes with any beers or anything else like that. Just like this beer tonight. If you missed it, again, it's the Moon Underwater. I actually lowered my marks on it because of the fact that I had a great beer, absolutely wonderful beer, because this is a Hefeweizen. And the beer that I had rocked my socks. I drank it down like there was no tomorrow, and I loved it. It was a true style German Hefeweizen, and I absolutely love the taste, the texture, the everything. And that was from Far Brewery, and I would love to say it. And that's I loved it. I absolutely loved the beer. Oh my god, it was amazing. 1600 has it in Calgary. Edmonton has it, and a few places in between Alberta do have the beer. If you ever find it and you like Hefeweizens, I guarantee you will love this one. It is not only a wheat beer, it is unfiltered, it has banana, it has clove, and it is crushable. 5 points right there. All five got a full mark from me because of that. I was supposed to go and try their other beer down at 1600 today, but I didn't get a chance. I really wish I did. I hope they have it in on Saturday still, because they have because they had a mini takeover, and it was called Old Fart, and I can't remember the style of it, but it was supposed to be there, and I was gonna go try it, and I feel bad because I didn't get a chance to. I blame my work because they didn't let me go early. And it was one of those ones where I really wanted to try it. But this one, Moon Underwater, it was a decent attempt. It's looking cloudy now. I didn't do a Weiss roll like I should have done, and that was my fault because it was looking clear earlier. And there's a little bit more. It is looking a little bit more unfiltered. So in my review, it does say that it was filtered. It kind of wasn't, obviously, because it's now cloudy. The taste, however, I said it was lacking something. It was more watery than anything else, and it still is. Um, it doesn't have the overpowering of clove or banana that I found in the Far Brewery one. That one, it was beautiful. And if you didn't read my review, or my, I guess, yeah, pretty much my review of meeting up with the brewmaster of Far, it was a great time with him. 1600 fucked up. Plain and simple, they fucked up. um, I touched on it a little bit, and when we were there, I had the beer Thursday night, and it was beautiful. I was talking with the brewmaster while I was doing it, saying, "This is a beer. This is a Hefeweizen. This is a phenomenal beer," and it is. I stand by that. We get there and we try it. We order the beer, his beer, and the lady brings us back Tool Shed's IPA. We sniff it, we taste it, we know it's not it. Well, he sniffed it, he knew it wasn't it. I sniffed it and went, "Hey, yeah, okay," and tasted it. Went, "Wait a minute, there's more hops in here." And yeah, it wasn't his. That got the ball rolling while we were sitting there talking. I felt so bad for this guy. I really did. So they come back with two beers, not as cloudy as this. It was crystal clear pretty much. It was his beer, but it was out of another keg. And he's like, "This is no, no." I'm like, "Oh, it's not going to be pretty." He knows the owners there at 1600 as well. They're really nice guys. Don't get me wrong. The server was trying to get the beers and everything. And he's like, "No, I'm a perfectionist. I know what my beer is supposed to smell like, taste like, and look like." Those are three factors that I have total respect for. If you know what your stuff's supposed to look like, taste, and smell, you know you've done something right. And he's like, "No, this isn't it. It's close, but it's not it." So they went and changed the kegs. While they were changing the kegs, they poured one beer, changed it over, poured another beer. If you didn't see my review, one of them was clear, the other one was cloudy. They were not in the middle. It was ugly, absolutely ugly. We talked to the owner, and as we're talking to the owner, the server brings us these two beers. "Here you go, here's your beers." Well, by this time, the brewmaster has got a smile on his face, but you can tell there is smoke coming from his ears. He's like, "I will be right back." I'm like, "Hey, you know what? No problem. Give him hell." That's one thing you don't do. They didn't know who he was. The server didn't know who he was. The owners did. And the server found out very quickly afterwards that he was a brewmaster for the beer that we were ordering. She went a little red. "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And I kind of felt bad for her. Um, so yeah, they took the beers away again, gave us some water because we've been waiting for a bit. Um, excuse me. And it was one of those ones where they come back. It's like, "Here's the beers." He looks at them, smells them, goes, "That's it right there." They had to change the keg one more time to get the proper consistency, the proper taste, smell, and look. Fine. He's like, "This is my beer. This is what I want to sell, and this is how I want to sell it. This is the way it's supposed to be sold." I tasted it, looked at him, and said, "Yes, that's what I tasted on Thursday," which was perfect because that's exactly what exactly what it was. But at the same point in time, kind of drove him and myself nuts. Being a reviewer, I may or may not have known the difference, and I may have just went, "Whatever, I don't care right now." But being with the brewmaster and seeing what he saw, it was not pretty. It really was not pretty. Um, I felt so bad for him. I really did. But I'm glad we joked around about it because we kind of mentioned that she didn't know who he was. But after we found out that it was the brewmaster, you're screwing around with his drink. And a lot of places actually do. A lot of places I've noticed they try. You get the people that have come in, they want a job, and they don't care how they do it, and they will give you beers, and they don't have the experience or anything else like that. They're the ones that really need to be trained, or they need to have the companies train them. Um, it is really tough in this day and age where you have over I would like to say 1,000, but that's not even touching it, different styles of craft beer. And if you're running any brew pubs, you're running any craft breweries, you're running any craft brew pubs or craft markets, for example, you have to know your shit. From server, from bartender, from owner to everyone else. The owner I know knows his shit because he wouldn't have been in the business if he didn't. The brewmaster or the servers kind of know their stuff, but they need to know a little bit more. Um, and that's where you need to have some sort of communication. We had one at, and I don't want to mention the name, but I'm going to anyways, where I had some friends out of town. They were here being snowbirds in winter. Yeah, I know. It was kind of a messed up thing, but they were here from Florida, and I finally got to meet them. We were out at at one of the beer places near Brew Oysters on 10th, and we were having some beers. One guy orders a certain style of beer, and he gets an IPA, and he's like, "No, this isn't it." He's like, "Well, this is from the tap," and he's like, "No, this isn't it." Are you sure? Yes, I ordered a style of beer this way. I can't remember exactly the style of beer. You gave me an IPA. And she's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, she's like, "Taste it. You tell me." She smelt it, smelt the hops, like, "Ooh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I'll be right back." Found out the keg was in the wrong position. Sorry, I should say the keg was in the wrong position. Um, it was one of those ones where it's like, okay, we'll believe you, and she actually got another beer. It's like, I'm sorry, the keg's in the wrong position. Can we get you something else? So he had to have another beer, which was kind of disappointing because he was looking forward to this one. Just like this one where they were changing over the kegs, and she brings us these same beers with two different styles, two different colors, two different textures, and expects us to go, sure, we'll drink it because it's the same beer. Sure as shit doesn't look like it, and it kind of upset me a little bit. Like I said, it upset the brewmaster. What kind of upset me a little bit more was they charged us for it. They charged us full price for the beer after coming back and forth 4 times. I paid it because I did not want to make a scene in front of the brewmaster, and the brewmaster I think paid it because he didn't want to make a scene in front of me. But it was one of those ones where you're like, really, you're gonna charge us full price after you made this mistake 4 different times? We gave him we I felt like I felt horrible, but at the same point in time, I was like, no, no, this is not how you run a business. And the owner was there helping them cash us out. And they charged us. I was like, all right, fine. You know what? You're trying to make your money. That's great. But don't ever do that again. Um, you made a mistake 4 different times. Honor it, or yeah, I may have to say something, which I'm doing right now live. It's the beer. It's making me honest. That's what it is. But yeah, honestly, I felt bad. I really felt bad for the brewmaster, but him and I got along really great. I can't wait to see his brewery out in Turner Valley. Really nice guy, knows what he wants. I mean, even the owner turned to him and said, "You know, you should make a white IPA." And he turned to him and said, "No." It's like, "No." He's like, "No." It's like, "Well, why not?" "I am a German brewer. Germans do not make IPAs. We stick to the purity laws. We make what we're supposed to under the purity law, which is 500 years old, and that's what we make. We will not be making anything else, and I will not be making anything else. Right there, I had total respect for him. Absolutely total respect, because that is someone who's not going to bend to the ways of other people or what they say. That right there is a man I can get along with, honestly. He pretty much shut down an owner and said, "What you gonna do? I'm not gonna do it. You want a white IPA? Talk to somebody else who makes that, because as a German brewer, we do not make that." Kudos, honestly, kudos right there. That totally got my respect. That totally gave me a new level of respect for him, because, yeah, like myself, someone tells me, give us a positive review. I can try if the product is good. If everything is good, I will do what I can to give you a positive review. I will spin it positively. If I say I don't like it, someone else might. Plain and simple, spin it. That's the way I review things. So, folks, honestly, there's a lot of things that are going on. I've got a lot of reviews coming up, and I will be doing them. Happy Canada Day again. But yeah, July 7th, I will be saying thank you and fuck you at the same time. Because yeah, I'm drinking a beer with balls in it, bulls testicles in it, for a good cause. Absolutely for a good cause, because I've reached the $100 goal. Wow, seriously, $100 in less than a day. I'm speechless. And again, if you want to donate, you can still donate. Anything over and above the $100 will be going directly to the Prostate Cancer Foundation. Um, Jesus. Okay, Glenn, thank you ever so much. I hope you don't find a hair. Oh. Are we talking bull hair or human? Because if it's human, then I'm really going to be scared. Um, it's one of those ones where, like I said, I never thought I would be doing this, but I'm going to be doing it for a good cause. So yes, Mountain Standard Times between 6:30 and 7 o'clock. Stay tuned on my Facebook page. I'll be going live. I will be broadcasting it later on YouTube, where I've got a friend going to be doing it. Um, like I said, again, head over to Brew Games. They need some donations to make $100, because I want them to suffer just as much as I'm going to suffer. I didn't say which beer I was going to have. So I'm going to be having the Bret Hart special. So this is the beer that Bret Hart has gone and made. It's going to be a banana with a Village Blonde base. So yes, as it says in his video, he's looking forward to playing with the banana. Man, just just thanks for that visual, Bret. Awesome. Or I should say Mr. Hart, because I don't know him by a first name basis. Uh, but Brew Games, Joe from Brew Games, is going to be having the salty chocolate with the vanilla blacksmith base. And yes, I keep hearing Chef from South Park on that, as I said earlier. He's going to be having Bill Brooks' special. Who knows? If we raise another $100 between the two of us, or whatever, or if one of us raises an extra $100, we may actually try the Brett Wilson peanut with a black and tan base. Why not? Honestly, $100 a beer. If we raise another $100, I will actually share the third one with Brew Games, and we will both have it. That sound fair? I will gladly, absolutely gladly share that with them. Um, oh, this is making me not want to drink beer anymore. Uh, I know it sounds disgusting. I really know it sounds disgusting, but it's a delicacy in Alberta or the prairies. Prairie oysters is a big thing, and yeah, It's something that we'll be doing. So we'll be taking care of that, making sure that that's going on. um, and Village, I want to thank Village for putting this on. I want to thank Bottle Screw Bills. Hey, if you guys are in the Calgary area, come down to Bottle Screw Bills and share this experience with us. You don't have to sit there and buy the beer. You can have other beers as well, but you can share the suffering and torture that we're going to go through. So, Glenn, come down to Bottle Screw Bills. I dare you to. I really dare you to, because if I'm going to gag, I want to see you gag too, just because you finished me off by donating the last part of the money. Um, I will be making a lot of innuendos on that day. That is not a problem. But yes. So, folks, I'm going to end it here a little early. But yeah, we've got a long Canada Day tomorrow. It is going to be absolutely massive. We're going to be sitting down and spending time with family. I will not be doing anything live, obviously, except for now. Um, and it's going to be actually a fun time. So, again, if you want to come down to Bottle Screw Bills, July 7th. See us suffer, see us have some fun. Um, Happy Canada Day to everyone. Great celebration coming up. 149 years, 150 next year. We're almost there where we're going to be an old fart for Canada. So, until then, I'm going to finish this off and I'm going to be going to bed. This is definitely not like Far's one. I really like theirs much better than this one. Sorry, Moon. You guys have got some awesome stuff, but this lacking a little bit. So until then, folks, cheers. Stay frosty. And we'll see you real soon. Have a good night, folks, and thanks again for joining me. And thank you again, Glenn. I will be cursing your name as I'm drinking balls. Total balls. Bull balls. Damn you. Damn you to hell. But thank you. We'll see you real soon. Have a good night.